Good morning, fellow option traders. This is Jeff, and welcome to the daily scan for Tuesday, January 6th, 2015. All right, motor vehicle sales yesterday came in just a tad short, like a couple of thousand cars or something like that. That was not the reason for the sell-off yesterday. I think that Greece and the euro are the big reasons, but regardless, for today, for the biggies, we have factory orders and the ISM non-manufacturing index. And the rest of the week is relatively quiet, or normal, or average, I should say. But there's more fireworks out there. Okay, so let's take a look at across the ponds. Here you get a little quick peek at the futures here in the U.S. A bear market in stocks just became more likely. Oh, really? Oh. I like how these articles just kind of blow with the wind. You know, if it's coming out of the east, they go east. If it's coming out of the west, they go west. You know, okay, anyway, Asia. Pretty bearish. I would say bearish totally. And Europe, pretty much mixed. Yeah, because this is pretty solid here. I don't know any details about this particular index, but it's looking positive, and I don't know why. I have no idea. But anyway, let's jump over and take a look at what's going on here in detail. Looks like might open a tad positive, or at least flat. Gold is at 1210, finally above 1200 again. And I was just looking over here. This was up around $30 at one time. Now it's down to only 8, but the underlying is moving up. So 601, a half dozen of another for right now. We'll take a look at that chart too. ABX also is doing quite well, and let's see what's going on here. Just looking at these prices, we can see that probably very little movement in the stock, since we have 300 shares went up 8 cents yesterday. 8 times 3 is 24, so that's about right. And the short calls, we have 3 of those, of course. They went up $2 each yesterday, so it's looking promising there. We have a lot of time on this one, though. We got till July, so we're looking at a good 6 months plus for that. And the dollar's at 91.89. Ooh, and the euro US dollar is down to 118. It was around 119, so that means it's even lower now. I can peek at that one on a chart. Oops, wrong chart. Let me get my bearings here. This is the chart we want to look at. There we go. Yeah, there's the euro US dollar. This kind of looks like a new low here, at least in the last year, or 3 years we're looking at here. So new low over the last 3 years for the euro against the dollar. So the euro's looking weak, dollar is looking very strong at 91.88. And how's that doing over the last 3 years? Are we at a new high? Yes, we are. In the 3-year chart, we have a high bubble here at 92.05. So that's a high for the last 3 years. What does that mean? Imports are cheaper here? I think that's what that means. And if you want to buy euros, you might want to consider doing that sometime in the future. Let's see what happens with Greece, if they drop out of the euro or not. Only time will tell there. Okay, so let's just jump right into our scan. We had an alert on V yesterday, but didn't work out. So we'll take a look at that again today, and we'll kick off the game here with Apple. This is interesting for Apple. Okay, we're looking at a weekly here. It just rolled over recently, so we are definitely in a downtrend. I'm throwing a target in. Let's change this over to targets. So we are putting a target in here. ABX, our covered call. We have an alert up here to do something. It's just kind of wallowing around here. We kind of like that for right now. Amazon, we are definitely in a downtrend, so I'm putting a target in up here. I'm not going to wait for these to give me some sort of indication on the daily. I'm going by the weekly. If we're in a downtrend on the weekly, I am bearish on Amazon. Boeing, we're actually in an uptrend on the weeklies, so this could be, although there's too much pressure from the market in a downward direction right now. I'm going to hold off on Boeing. Haven't really made a lot of money on Boeing in the past. Here we have Baidu on a downtrend on the weekly, and a new downtrend here on the daily. Been thinking about doing quicker trades here on the intraday. For instance, back here would have been, in hindsight, would have been a pretty good trade here. Right here, right on this candle. And that would have been, when was that? What's the date on it? 12, oh, that's 12:06. What is the date? I can't see what the date is. I should get a data box on this one, huh? Let's go to there. I saw analyze style. Style. Data box mode. Let's float it. Okay. Oh no, it goes on all the charts. I don't want to do that. What was the date here? That was 12/31. So that would have been last Wednesday. And going into Friday, of course I wasn't trading last Wednesday, but going into Friday that would have been a good trade. So I'm turning this irritating little thing off here. I just don't have enough real estate on my charts to handle that. Although, I think a fixed, I can decide where it goes. Can I not? Fixed. Well, that's not bad. I might be able to maybe want to live with that. Let's try that for a while. Let's see here. I don't care about MACD. What I mostly care about here is price. Alright, let's try that out for a while. Okay, target set, ready to rock and roll. Chipotle. Actually in an uptrend on the weekly, so I'm putting a target in down here. Just because we should look at it based on the facts. Actually looking pretty strong. Not on the intraday, but daily and weekly looking pretty strong. Alright, next up is Costco. In an uptrend on the weekly. We had a violation here, so for a 50 delta we're going to have to wait for another hit on it, so we're taking a pass on that one. Just take a look at the Dow. It didn't have a very good day yesterday, but really in reality this is really not all that big of a candle. We get a range. We get a range of 4.1 here, and a range. You get the range down here, and a range of 3.45 here. So not as bad as the good days. Just to take a peek at that. Let's look at GLD. Charts popping up relatively quick today. Here's our short strike up here at 119.50. We have an alert down here at 118.49 or 118.50. Buck away. That's it. You know, we're just collecting theta on that one. Google, definitely in a downtrend, so we're targeting up here. I'll put a little bit more weight on the weekly trend here and play these little wiggles in here, regardless of whatever the moving averages might be telling me. We're just going to go with the big flow here. So we have a target set up there. LinkedIn. In an uptrend on the weekly. I didn't clear these drawings out. Must not have gotten down that far. So we are in an uptrend. We didn't quite get up high enough here to give us an entry. So we're going to wait for our stochastic to tell us what should be going on here. NDX. Get rid of all these drawings here. Well, I'll do that later. I'm not going to do that now. Just got into a new downtrend. So we're throwing a target up here. And we're going to take a look at incredibly short trades on the cash indexes too. That's going to be, for my soul searching over the holidays, that's going to be something I'm going to look at. And I'll probably come out with a video pretty soon on that, on some of the ways that we might be able to look at this and trade the cash indexes on a shorter time frame basis, and to capture some of these beautiful moves that it makes. And you can make a lot of money off of something that has a base of like $4,000, say, for an example. So you can do pretty good with, like, say, maybe a 30 or 35 delta. Give you a little bit of a cushion. So that's what I'm thinking about for this year. But I will do a separate video on that. Netflix. We have a very strong downtrend. I heard a lot of negative things about Netflix yesterday. I would say that I'm trying to get it out. This is alertable, so we're going to throw an alert in here, and we're going below. So if we get a trigger on that, we're going to jump in on that today. Okay, price line. Price line, what are you doing? That looks down, doesn't it? Do you have moving averages on here? Moving average. We don't get any data. How come that is? Huh. But that looks awful purple to me. Let's just zoom in here. Yeah, that's definitely purple. So we have a continuation of the most recent downtrend here on Priceline, and we have a rollover. Would like to wait until we come up to our target here. You know, this is so strong, I would take this. I've been considering the 50% level too, rather than waiting till it gets up to 70. Maybe just lower it down to 60 or something. I don't know. I just need to get in more, because I think that there's going to be some strong trends here. All right. We're looking at RUT right now. RUT is currently in an uptrend on the weekly. This bears a little bit of watching here, so we're going to throw a target in here. Actually, we want to make it look like this. It's more of a 20, or not necessarily a 50 delta, but maybe something on 30, 35, 40, 20, somewhere on there level. Take a look at this today. So I'm putting them down as a 20 delta. SPX. Same thing, actually. I'll put them in as a 20 delta as well. Pretty strong trend here. I mean, you can't deny it. You just can't deny it. So we have a target set like that, and it's going on our list. So if we do something with this week's expiration on SPX today, we would not trade SPXPM. Well, where did they go? They were on here. Something happened to my list. I may have to go back to an old... I had an old list, possibly. I'm going to have to check in on that. Let me check on that. Something looks strange here. Am I missing some new stocks on here too? What the heck is going on? Okay, so I'll check that out later. TSLA in a downtrend. We didn't quite get up here to give us an entry. It's so strong, though. You might want to consider that. So I'm adding this to the 20 delta list, just because we got a bear flag here. Yeah, this is the flag. Let me draw that for you guys. This is the flag right here. And this is the post. And that is called a bear flag. Okay, alright. And then last but not least is Visa. We were waiting for an alert on that yesterday. We can wait one more day, so I'm going to move this alert down. Above the high from yesterday, it's got a big pit to climb out of here. This is a range of $4.63 on this. This one here, $5.86. That can do it. That did it back here, and it gapped even more. So that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. I got some homework to do myself, so have a great day and happy trading.